Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Okay, premium members, let's go through all the other futures products. In the description below this video will be links for each of these products. So crude oil, gold, natural gas, wheat, and oats. Okay, and you can just click on those links and jump right to the product you want. Okay, so let's get started. Daily chart. This is /CL. You can also trade to /MCL for E micro crude oil. Okay, today, which let's see, I think the new session already started. Pretty sure it did. Oh, I'm sorry, today's Friday. Never mind, it didn't. Okay, you know, it is one day blends into the next. Okay, so that's Friday right there. Pretty decent day. Looks like crude oil's trying to break to the upside. Okay. I said this yesterday. The crude oil and the S&P 500 look like almost identical as far as the technical indicators go. I mean, almost identical. Just scary how they're almost exactly the same. Up a dollar, or I should say 1.02 points, and closed at 71.96 for the week. You know, guys, for the week, we really, you know, pretty good solid week, right? Overall solid week. Let me just look at the cycle here. Ends. Sorry, I need to look at this cycle. Ends on 12/22. So just remember that. Okay, cycle ends right here, December 22nd. So I would expect prices to maybe stall and maybe even come down into that a little bit. Okay, so keep that in mind. Third week of December, I would expect prices to decline going into it. Okay, right now, even though we've had a strong week, we're well below the 50, like really below it, right? Well below a descending 50. So that's overall, even though this is a strong week, the prices are looking, you know, on the weak side. That's what I really want to say there. Okay, let's take a look at the monthly here. Well, yeah. Crude oil on the monthly even looks weak to me. I mean, this is trying to pinch down. This is going down, down. We got divergence warnings all over the place. Yeah, crude oil in the long run, guys, I would not be surprised to see it break below this 50-month, which right now is at 57 and change. Let's go look at the weekly. Okay, like I said yesterday, nice solid week. Bounced up pretty strong for the week, but overall, not looking so good. And even if this gets a good bounce, I don't think it's going to sustain, and I think it's going to do one of those. It's probably what's going to happen there. There's a lot of price erosion. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it comes all the way back up here and goes towards 90 bucks. But for the immediate future, this doesn't look that strong. Even though these indicators, you know, have bottomed, and this may even go up. Will it take out this? That's going to take some effort to get over that, which was at a high of 85.41. Okay. Let's look at the hourly. Okay, tradable, let's see, tradable, yes. This was tradable, especially with such a strong week. That's the candlestick you want to be trading right there. You could even take advantage of that one. But that's the big candlestick is that one. You can take advantage of that. Probably got stopped out on this one, maybe even on that one, but you certainly got all that. And then you got back in here, here, and here. And then again right there. So there was a lot of opportunities on the hourly chart as far as I'm concerned. Let me see something here. Let me check something. Check. I'm just wondering if these... What is going on with these? Am I looking at... Yeah. I guess I am. Is this... Are these really hourly cycles? Give me a moment here, guys. I'm just looking at something. That's pretty good. That one's This one, yeah, it's okay. Okay, so Monday, 9 p.m. Expected low on the hourly. Right, 10, 11. Oh, it'll be Sunday. Sunday night, sorry. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night, 9 p.m. my time. Expected low. That's interesting. See how that plays out. Okay. So right now the hourly is just barely above the 50, and could still qualify as a rejection depending on what it does Sunday night. So I'd be really careful about going long just right now. I'd wait to see what it does Sunday, Monday, for sure. Okay, let's move on to gold, which on this product, guys, remember you can also trade MGC. Start with the daily. Lots of continued chop right there, guys. Overall, this is looking kind of weak. These are trying to get some strength going. But gold, a lot of chop. Look at this. Red, green, red, green, red, green. Wow, below the 50 on the daily. So I'd be trading it. Anytime you have a short opportunity, I'd be trading it short for sure. Below the 50. Even though that is a rising 50. Okay, I'd still trade to the short side if I had to pick between the two. Let's look at the monthly. Wow. Wow, not a signal, not a sign of strength at all. Still, monthly looks weak. Yeah. Okay. Weekly. Here, weak too. Oh, even though these last 2 weeks have been just under the 50 and tracking along, they are underneath the 50 and they are red. So, and the indicators are still pointing down here. Okay. So that hasn't changed. Let's check the hourly. See, this is why I say gold is tradable. Just look at this. We're below the 50. I think on the daily, the weekly, which we just looked at, the daily we're below the 50. So that's why you want to be trading short more times than not. Look at this, everything under the 50. How is that not tradable right there? That candlestick right there, this one. Okay. And that one. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, this one, and for sure that one. And then you just stay in it. You know, in this section right here, guys, you can see the MACD is telling you you're good to go, right? Where does that come in at? Right there. See, that's important to understand that. That MACD is telling you you're good to go. It finally begins to widen out right there. Okay? And you're good to go for at least 2 full candlesticks. All right? And then if you look at the stochastic momentum index on the very next candlestick, you saw that it was starting to trend up, right? So on that one, you're stopping out, but you took advantage of this one and made some good money. That was a nice range on those 2 candlesticks too. This one was, you really should have got all of this candlestick. There was no upper wick on that candlestick, so you got all $5 or 5.7 range points with a range. The whole candlestick was tradable. Nice. This one you got most of it, maybe like 3.5. Whatever the open was there, 783 all the way down to like 779. So maybe 4. Yeah, not quite 4, 3.5. So you got all that one, 5.7 and 3.5. Oh, that's nice, right? So take advantage of that, guys. Those are the kind of opportunities you want to take advantage. Gold was very tradable. Look at that. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candlesticks to trade there. Okay, I know that was from yesterday, but I'm just talking overall. Even just this Friday session, you definitely got that and that and that and that. Okay, they were tradable. All of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all tradable. Really nice. Now this may be above the 50 hour, but on all the longer time frames, you're trading short, so you could take advantage of that candlestick right there for sure, and that one. Okay. I mean, that's risky because this is telling you otherwise. So I'm not saying you should do that. That's a little bit risky to be doing it with this going on. But with this going on, especially this section right here, you want to trade that. These guys. Oh, nice. Okay, let's move over to natural gas. Let's jump back to the daily. Did we get anything spicy? It's at least making an effort. It's making an effort. It's tradable today. That green candlestick was pretty small range. basically 0.20 range. Not a lot to trade there, but you could trade it. I mean, this is still pointing down. You're well below the zero, so it's risky. But they are, short-term indicators are pointing up. So if you wanted to trade that, you could. Okay, let's look at the monthly, even though I know nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed. This is still just super weak. There's really nothing to talk about here. You got divergence warnings and 3 huge red candlesticks. It's just weak, and looks like that was trying to cross over. The monthly's still weak until it changes. Okay, so this entire week, it's head above water. That looks very weak. Divergence warnings are still popping up all over the place. This is weak. This is weak. Okay, natural gas barely got its head above water. I think it's going to break below the 50 potentially. That's what it looks like. That's to me where it looks like it's headed. Looks like natural gas is going to try to break below this 50 week. We'll see what happens. Okay, to the hourly. Okay, this was tradable today, there, and there. Finally, something that you can kind of sink your teeth into. Yesterday was okay too. There and there is not that bad, but that first candlestick's kind of rough to trade. But this one and this one were tradable. And even that one. So there was a little bit something in there yesterday. Okay. And for sure that one and that big one there. And today I actually think these 2 candlesticks on the green side were tradable. There's not a whole lot there. It's not the best product to be trading, but if you absolutely just have to trade natural gas, those would be the opportunities I see. Okay. And with the MACD being so flat like that, it's tough to trade it on the hourly. All right, let's go look at wheat. Don't forget natural gas, you can trade the QG. And for wheat, you can trade XW for the E-minis. Okay? Boy, oh boy, just look at the hourly chart. It looks so good for wheat. My gosh, wheat's so tradable. It's crazy. Sitting right on the 50, and it broke below it. And I said it would, and it did. Came back up, sitting on the 50. This still looks like it wants to go down. Little something going on there with the Big Daddy trying to tell us we're going to get a reversal. It could happen. We'll keep a close eye on it. Sitting right on the 50. MACD says there's more downward to come. That's a huge gap in there. Okay. So to me, sitting around the 50 right there, I'd be really cautious about trading wheat. Just wait a second on the daily. Don't do anything on the daily. I wouldn't trade it like as a swing trade right now. I'd wait. Monthly chart. Okay, the month of December is red, but we're a long way from that. So for now, it's up and away. We do have divergence warnings in December, but like I said, this candlestick's still actively going on. So if the last day of December it's still red or even more red, and we've got these divergence warnings, then okay, we can start talking about maybe a change of direction on the long term. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, Big Daddy's got divergence warnings going on. How long have they been going on? When's the last one? Last one was October. So this should be a no-brainer here. This just looks like wheat's going to just take off to the downside, guys. I think we're potentially going to get a crossover here, and it's going to take off to the downside. Look, it already kind of has. But I think we could get some more way down to the 50. I can see it coming like halfway down at least, which that puts us around 733. I can see another 40 or 50 points out of this. It's hard to say it's going to come all the way down to 50, but I think there's definitely more downside risk here. Or I should really say downside opportunity. Let's look at the hourly. That looked really juicy to me. Look at this craziness. Look at that session. So last night, that was tradable, that was tradable, that was tradable. All 3 of those candlesticks were tradable. Now, for the Brave, I'd say by the time you get that second candlestick for the Brave, okay, you know what? Let's not say that. Give me 1 second here. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we do. Obviously, these indicators are telling you there's a lot going to the upside. But because everything else is saying short, all the long-term indicators are saying short, I'd be really cautious here. And I'd wait till this candlestick right here, because you just begin to see a gap in the MACD right there. Okay, if you want to be super safe, you could wait for that one, but you're giving up a lot by then. So if you did want to go long here, with everything else telling you that short side's the only way to trade, okay, and you want to take advantage of a couple of candlesticks in there, maybe even more than a couple, then I'd wait till this one, because the MACD's telling you you're getting some agreement, right? That's kind of a risky trade below the 50, and all the long-term time frames are telling you that things are going down. So that's a risky trade. But if you want to be, if you're an aggressive trader, then I would have gotten in right there and right there, which would have been nice money. Nice. It's 8 points. Almost. Well, okay, not 8 points. I'm sorry. More like about probably 5 out of that. And this one almost, really the whole candlestick 6. So you got like total of maybe 10 to 11 points worth of trading there. It's really nice. Really nice. So here you go for the wheat. Let's check out oats. We'll finish this up. Switch over to the daily. What's going on there? I think it's just look at that. Nothing going on today. Just sitting there. Just right on top of the 50. Right on top of the 50, and all this is going on. Look at this craziness. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Same thing here. How does it do it, guys? How does oats stay above the 50? Just astonishes me. Everything here says this thing should have been below the 50 a long time ago. Amazing. Defies gravity. Truly does. Oats is just a breed of its own, man. Let's look at the monthly. Okay, still a green candlestick, barely. Got divergence warnings going on, and the Big Daddy. That's a big deal. Yeah, November had divergence warnings that are now locked in. December ain't over, but we do have a divergence warning currently going on. Okay, they're white, so they're not as strong, but if we get yellow or green, that'd be a big deal. And this is still shoot to the moon. This is beginning to roll over. Okay, so monthly, we'll see. But, right now it's not enough. And it won't be enough until it tells us otherwise. Okay, the weekly continues to march towards a serious decline. Divergence warnings all over the place. These guys have turned. This SMI is rolled over and beginning to gap. We're just waiting for this sucker to do the business, baby. Do the business. Oh, that thing is like ready to give it up. And when that thing rolls over, and if it begins to get a gap to the downside, I think we're going to see big declines in oats. If it does it, if this pinches and takes off, okay, it's a different story. But these guys are still well elevated. They're nowhere near their bottom lines, especially the SMI. Okay, so there's a scenario here that really makes me feel like oats is gonna give up a lot of price soon. Okay, but we got to wait for it, right? We don't want to get ahead of it. Okay. Yes, I'm holding one contract because I keep making money on oats. Yesterday was obviously a huge day. Mixed day. It's just mixed. This is a big swing trade for me, so I'm not too caught up in the hourly stuff. Of course, paying very close attention. I got another contract on. There was opportunity here, but I don't really trade the hourly on oats because it's not so tradable. But it's below the 50 hour. Continues to stay there for now. We'll see what happens. I don't think that those... Looks like there's a potential for a temporary bounce, and we'll see if it gets kicked off that 50. Does it get rejected off the 50 hour or not? Oats is funny, man. It doesn't really care. It says, whatever I want to do, it just does it. It doesn't really respect the 50. I mean, here it kind of did for a little while. It's like you can just tell it doesn't respect the 50. It doesn't care. It doesn't follow those rules. So anyway, oats is not for the faint of heart. Okay, opinion only. If you're going to trade oats, I'd wait till it breaks below the 50-day and then take advantage of it. Right now, I think it's pretty risky to trade it to the short side, and I certainly wouldn't trade it long with all this going on. So if you're brave, okay. But trading isn't about being brave. Trading is about trying to be profitable. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, guys and gals, I think that's everything for today. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Talk to you all real soon again next time.